Hello, my name is Jamie, and I just wanted to share a few things we experienced while traveling as a family on the Serenade of the Seas. Royal Caribbean has definitely made their ships a fun-filled atmosphere for the whole family. There is so much to see and do. One of our favorite things to do on the first day of a cruise is go up to one of the top decks and enjoy all the great views. You'll see and notice things that you most likely won't experience, unless you are on a cruise ship. This was a 5-night cruise departing from Tampa, Florida, and heading to the Western Caribbean. We were scheduled for 2 port days in Mexico and 3 sea days. Some of our favorite days were actually the sea days. I think the ocean views had a lot to do with that. At this point, we were seated at the Sky Bar listening to the ship director while he hyped everyone up for the sail away. The sail away celebration was a good time. It was fun to sit down, have a drink, and people watch while listening to the live band. This is Deck 12. We loved walking on the track on this level. It was fun to get our steps in for the day while enjoying the views and ocean breeze. This area was mostly full from 10 to 5-ish, so if you don't like crowded pools, stop by earlier in the morning or during dinner time. You can apply the same times to the seating also. There were times when none of these seats were available. We always travel with our son, so we were happy to see that they dedicated some outdoor space for the kiddos. It was somewhat of a small area for a ship that carries about 2,500 guests. Our son did enjoy it though. Other Royal Caribbean ships have much larger pool areas and much bigger slides, so if you have children over 8 or 9 years old, this probably isn't a ship you'd want to book. We chose this ship mainly because of the price point and the sailing dates. As you can see, the slide's water flow wasn't all that great either, but it was still fun for our son. One thing we never thought about before booking this cruise was that the kids' water park area would be closed for a large part of the day, even on sea days. The basketball court, on the other hand, seemed to always be available, so that's good news if you like playing ball. This rock climbing wall isn't as small as it looks on the screen. It's harder to climb than it looks also. The wall is actually 40 feet high. I personally wasn't going to give it a shot, but my husband was all about it. So were a lot of other guys, although some weren't as successful. Gravity plus weight plus sun equals no thank you. Mini golf, on the other hand, is more up my alley. It was really cool to have a mini golf park on the ship. It also helped my son realize that it wasn't just going to be a boring and hot ship ride. The arcade was also small compared to larger ships, but we did enjoy it. Here I am trying to show my son how mamas win. My son wasn't having it though. Another thing we liked about the ship was all the available lounging. It felt like there was a seat for every passenger on the ship. There was a painted checkerboard also, but we never saw anyone using it. We're not sure if the pieces were even available. We never asked customer service. This is the outside of the Salarium. We never used it because children were only allowed to walk through it. The only time we went in was for pizza at night. This is the running and walking track I was talking about earlier. It goes all around Deck 12. The gym is next to the track towards the front. I never went in, but my husband said that it had enough equipment for the amount of people that actually used it. We had an interior room on this cruise, but we always had a place to sit and ocean watch because of all the outdoor seating. There was an additional observation area on Deck 13. You can't find it on the deck plans on the website, but believe me, it's there. We never saw this area filled to capacity, and it was also a nice place to lounge. This area is located in the front of the ship. It's a nice place to stand and look if you want to feel like the captain of the ship. This is the exterior promenade on Deck 5. We spent a lot of time out here on sea days. Let's go take a quick look at the room we booked. The rugs in the hallway were very nautical, which was really neat. The hallways were a bit tight for 2 people to walk side by side, but the rooms were really quiet. We hardly heard anyone from the inside. We got a Pullman bed, which we weren't expecting, but it wasn't as bad as we thought it would be when we first saw it. The rooms were more comfortable than we thought they would be for the size. We all felt like we had a good amount of space for the amount of time we actually spent in the room. There was enough space for us to store all of our bathroom essentials. Our room attendant did a great job cleaning every day and always made sure we had fresh towels. Overall, we were satisfied with the room and the cleaning service. There were signs and directions throughout the ship that helped us find our way around. There was also art all around the ship. We stayed at hotels frequently, and few hotels compare to how well decorated and maintained these ships are. The photo area in this ship is much smaller and old school compared to Royal's newer ships. It is still very nice, and the staff are very helpful. We like looking at the art, but never asked about pricing. It wasn't something we were really interested in, but they are here if you like collecting artwork. The shopping area was focused mainly on clothing, jewelry, and personal accessories. We walked through a few times, but didn't stick around for the crowded giveaways. The Centrum was our favorite part of the ship. The area was really a great place to stay cool after being out in the sun. It was also a great place to sit and listen to live music while watching all the people dance. It was also a really unique experience and larger in person than what you can tell in a video or pictures. We give this area an A+. And here we are going to the Windjammer. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They offer a wide range of options. No matter what you are craving, something is sure to catch your eye. The desserts are not as sweet as most Americans are accustomed to, but they are delicious. Here is just one of the many desserts they offer. I, of course, sampled many of them, just so I could give you an honest review. The MDR is another option for dinner. We ate dinner at the MDR most evenings and always left full and feeling like the waitstaff went above and beyond. This night, they served roasted turkey, and it was fantastic. The menu always offers several options, even for vegetarians. After dinner, we would grab a drink at one of the many bars and listen to some live music. And now for the cinema. They show first-run movies that are sure to be a hit for the whole family. Make sure you download the Royal app to get movie titles and show times. You can always catch movies outside near the pool. We personally loved watching them on deck. The Tropical Theater is where you will see the Broadway and Vegas-style shows. Book your times for each show on the app. The Kooner Bar is a visually pleasing place that will have you in awe. This is definitely a fun spot to check out. The Safari Club is where you will find karaoke, trivia, bingo, chess tables, and plenty of seating with great views. The entertainers that Royal have hired will not disappoint. The piano players are open to request and give it their all. We kept bouncing from room to room because we didn't want to miss any of the excitement going on. I can't stress enough about the amazing time we had on the cruise. In today's world, family time can be hard to accomplish. But being on the Serenade of the Seas was like being on an ongoing adventure. This wasn't just about taking a trip for us. It was about making memories. The Serenade of the Seas easily earned 3 thumbs up from us. Will we book again? Absolutely. Happy cruising, and remember, adventure awaits.